everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I just wanted to do a doing my makeup video. I feel like I haven't done one in a while. And I got some new products yesterday that I wanted to try out. So, yeah, let's just do that. I also have at least one true crime to film today, which should be out before this video. I'm going to upload the true crime today on Tuesday. It's a true crime Tuesday, yay. And then the makeup video later this week. And if I have time, I'll upload another or record another true crime video as well. I'm just gonna moisturize my face a bit with this spray. Why is it not spraying? It's definitely not empty. Hello. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I really want to get back into doing true crime. Like, if I can, once a week. It's not always, I don't always have time for it. It's just like I spent this weekend, like half a day on Saturday on 2 cases because I recorded one for my Patreon. I do want to remind everyone, by the way, that I have a Patreon where I do extra true crime videos each month. So yeah, like it does take me a while to look into them and stuff, and I don't always have the time, but I am going to try to do it again. I have missed it. I know you guys really missed it, and I am always of the opinion that while I never wanted to be a full true crime channel, I wanted to be an ASMR channel that also did true crime. I am always of the opinion that if you gained a lot of subscribers because of one particular topic and you then completely change your channel, you cannot be like surprised that they leave or that you don't gain as much. Like, my channel's been growing fairly slowly, which I don't mind, but at the same time it's also like, well, most of the people you already have, most of your audience came here for true crime and you're not offering it really anymore. And that's not okay. Like, I don't think that's okay towards you guys either. So I am really hoping, like, I'm gonna try to get back into it every week, or at least twice a month, but I'm really gonna try every week. Okay. So this is a new product I bought. It is the e.l.f. Poreless Primer. I hear a lot of really, really great things about e.l.f. primers, so I wanted to try it. I don't really wear primers, which is not a good thing, and I'd really like to get into wearing them. You know, at this point, I have aging skin, I do, and if I don't wear a primer, things just really settle into my fine lines everywhere. So I need to start getting into the habit, and all the primers I own are like so old at this point, I'm afraid to put them on my face. So I'm gonna use this. It has a sticker still on it. Alright. This pump is maybe greasy, but not like overly. I can't. It smells like something. It smells a bit like. I can't put my finger on it. It smells like another like beauty product I own, but the ingredients are way too small for me to read. It smells a little bit like I have a hand cream that smells very, very much like patchouli, which is not my favorite smell. But this smells a little bit like it, but in a much lighter form. So, yeah, I'm just gonna let that soak in for a little bit first. I've been watching, oh, by the way, I just dyed my hair earlier, and I still have stains on my face, which I honestly didn't notice until now. I kind of forgot. Normally I always wipe it off with a cotton pad and some nail polish remover, but I forgot. So this could work as my contour. I don't know. Let's just ignore the fact that I've got hair dye stains on my face. Alright, that should be set in, so I'm just gonna go in with my Fenty foundation. I do think I may still be a little bit too tan for this. I still have, like, it's faded a lot, but I still have a bit of a tan. But I don't wear this foundation enough, and I love it a lot. Yeah, and I just feel like I want to wear it today, so I'm just going to use this one. It is still my favorite. I still think it is an amazing foundation. Right, not too much. A little bit everywhere. Okay. And I'm just going to work that in with a damp beauty blender. Gosh, I have not done my makeup like this in months. I have not used a beauty blender in a really long time. When I do wear foundation lately, it's just with either a brush or just with my hands. It is a little bit light, but it's okay. I've been watching a lot of drag makeup tutorials lately. I'm really back into like RuPaul's Drag Race. There's a new season out with a new episode every week, but I've also been rewatching a lot of the older seasons. Yeah, I think that's okay. And yeah, I've been watching a lot of like the drag queens YouTube channels and their drag makeup tutorials, and it really got me kind of excited about makeup again, because like the way that they do it with their contouring, their highlighting, and other like beauty YouTubers do it too. They do it like so dramatic, but then they blend it all in seamlessly and it just looks so nice, and I feel like I can never do it. But maybe it's just that I'm not used to my face looking like that, but I think they do it so well. Now, I'm not going to do a drag tutorial today. I really wanted to, but they block out their eyebrows with glue and then they just redraw them, and I'm not going to buy a glue stick just for that purpose, not to mention that I cannot draw my eyebrows. Like, I do not have a steady enough hand. But it just got me excited to do makeup again. I did watch a tutorial yesterday of a girl who was kind of explaining makeup over 30. And she said, and she's right, and I just never realized it, she was like, the big highlighting everywhere, that, and like the big contour, everything down your face, that's not gonna work on aging skin because it just sets into your fine lines too much. Also, baking with powder is not recommended. So it's really just to keep it clean and simple, to be honest. So we're gonna try that. Now I got this Max Factor illuminating or brightening concealer yesterday. I'm a little bit worried that I bought one that people had already opened because there was already a little bit of residue on the cap and the sponge is already dirty. So this is what bothers me a little bit about Boots. So Boots is a drugstore chain in the UK and Ireland, and I buy most of my stuff there because they have a lot of different brands. But a lot of their products do not have plastic on the caps. I bought a nail polish there a few days ago that I almost returned because I thought it had been opened, but there was no way for me to tell. I did actually go back to the store and found that none of the bottles had a plastic covering on the cap. So you just don't know. I tried to never grab the first product in the row and go for the second one, but it still looks like it's been opened. So instead of putting this directly on my face, I'm going to put it on my hand and then use my finger to put it on my face. That was too much, by the way, as well. This is in the color Fair. This has very, very few shades. I think it has 5 in total. And light seemed too dark for me. I really wanted it to be like an illuminating, almost highlighting shade. But I think it might even still be a little too dark for that. Alright, I'm just gonna like pat this in with my finger. Lightly, and then I'll blend it with the sponge afterwards. Yeah. I might need a little bit more on this side, actually. Alright. Well, this is the thing. Oh my gosh, no. I didn't want to go that far down because apparently after 30 you're not supposed to. And it's not even now either. Let me just blend that with my sponge a little bit and see what happens. I think that's alright. I have like this line here that I can't get rid of. Is that a wrinkle? Oh gosh, it is. If it is, I'm gonna cry. Seriously. Oh no, I just smeared. Okay, never mind. I just smeared concealer all over my pants. I always want to make these videos better than the last time, and I always want to make them less messy. It just doesn't usually work out like that. I'm actually quite happy with that, to be honest. Now, another trick that I learned from Wayne Goss, actually, who's a very famous makeup artist on YouTube, and I learned this a few years ago, is that if you have a dent in your nose, instead of highlighting the whole bridge of your nose, just put a highlight on the dent. So the problem is that my dent is very visible on camera, but not in real life, so I don't really know where it is, but I can feel it. This is my bone. Here, kinda, I think it's my dent. So let me put that there and just like blend it a little bit. But then it just becomes very, very big. I'll see what that does. I tried it before and felt like it didn't really do anything, but the idea is that the light will reflect off it and give the illusion that there is no dent. So, in theory, that sounds great. In practice, I don't know if that works. And then I'm just going to put a really light dusting of powder to set all of that. You should set it, like, I don't really usually set my makeup with powder because I feel like it goes into my fine lines too much, but apparently you have to set it if you get older, because otherwise it will crease even more. But don't do it with like a lot of powder, do it with a very, very light dusting. So that's just what I'm going to do. Yeah. Alright, that ought to do that. Now, onto my eyebrows. I was initially going to do a video where I just did a tutorial on how I do my eyebrows because a lot of you had been complimenting me on them in December. But my beautician has been closed since Christmas, so I haven't had them done since like mid-December, I think is when I went, or even early. And they have lost all shape. And I do every now and then try to trim them. I haven't actually in a while, but I tried to like trim them, but I cannot shape them. I tried once, I cut a whole chunk out of my eyebrow right here. That was during the first lockdown. So I just don't want to do that anymore. I'm just gonna have to make do. Luckily, I don't leave my house that much. I will draw them a little bit, but there's not really much point because there's just no shape to them whatsoever. So what I was doing was just drawing my arch a little bit higher than it is. But right now, there's hairs everywhere around there, so it's not even really an arch anymore. Wow, they're really bad. Like, that's the first thing I'm gonna do when we're at a lockdown is haunt my beautician to get an appointment. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get them much better than that. I was gonna tell you what product this is, but I don't know. It's like completely faded. Oh gosh, that's not handy for when I have to repurchase this. It's either I don't think it's L'Oreal. I think it's either Maybelline or Rimmel. It's just like a brow pencil, and it's got a powder on the other side, which is super handy. But I don't remember what it is. And I'm just going to comb through them with a spoolie. Just broken. Christmases ago. Back when life still seemed so normal. Okay. So, I like it because it has a lot of just neutral shades. So, according to that beauty guru that I watched a video of, she said that for the older you get, and I know this is true, the older you get, the more the skin above your eyes sags and the more hooded your eyes become. Now, I have always had very hooded eyes anyway. So I was happy that she showed a tutorial on how to do makeup for hooded eyes because I've never really been good at doing my eyes. Now, what I found very interesting is that she said instead of putting a color in your crease, put it in your brow bone. But I'm pretty sure my crease has always been my brow bone. At least I cannot see that I have a crease anywhere other than my brow bone. So here, that's where I've always put eyeshadow anyway. Because I always assumed it was my crease, and I still to this day think it is. I don't yeah. So she said to just put like a neutral kind of brownish color in it. So I'm just gonna take this shade, which is Aware, and put it in here. I think this is also partly my problem. I don't feel like I have a lot of patience to blend. Like, there's a lot of people out there who can create gorgeous looks and just blend, but I'm like, gosh, I've blended my skin raw, I feel like. Alright, and then I'm going to take I don't think I brought a proper eyeshadow brush, so I'm going to take just this little round brush and take a little bit of a golden shimmer and just put it more on the inner part of my eyelid. If that even shows up at all with this brush. I don't know. And just put it a little bit on my inner corner as well. Alright, and then I'm just going to take another brush and put a little bit of a darker color in my outer corner. Just a little bit. And blend it up so that my eyelids are more lifted and not sagging down. I know that really looks very even. I think it looks nice. Personal preference, I guess. I'm also going to take just a little bit of I want to put a little bit of color under my eye. I want to make sure that that brown is not too dark. And I'm just going to apply some mascara. I'm going to keep it simple and not do any eyeliner because of my hooded lids. If I put eyeliner on, you see nothing of the eyeshadow, you just see the eyeliner. So I'm using the Maybelline, the Colossal. I really like this mascara. Alright, then I am going to add a bit of a contour in. I'm going to be using this Maybelline V-Shape Duo Stick. I like it. It's a cream contour. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good color. It's just it's got a highlighter on one side and a contour on the other. And the highlighter, I don't know. I think it's way too light for me. Having said that, I have seen drag queen tutorials where they highlight with a literal white concealer and somehow make it look in blended flawlessly. I don't know, I just find this too light for me. I don't know how they blend stuff like that in. Now, I'm going to put, yeah, I think I'm just gonna draw it a little bit down my face. Just feel for my cheekbone. And just, this is the problem though. Highlighter always comes off with it. Now, oh, that's too far in. So the way the lady explained it in the video is that you don't contour all the way down, which I never did anyway, but you're supposed to contour up. Because as you get older, you lose a lot of like baby fat and your roundings go out of your face. But to be honest, I feel like I have a very round face anyway. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to highlight it to there and then just add some contour on my jawline. And I'm also going to take a brush and pick some of that up and do it down my nose. I always feel it's very hard to pick up this cream on your brush. Come on. Oop. Incidentally, I also find it very hard to draw a line straight down my nose because my nose is so textured, I'll put it that way, like outwardly, aside from on camera, of course, you can't really see that there's anything going on with my nose, but the bones are like dented and crooked underneath, and so to draw on is very difficult because it keeps like going every which way. So I don't really know how well this contour is going to work. Like here I can draw fairly straight down, but here it has to go almost all the way around just because my nose is not straight. I don't know. I feel like I can do that a lot heavier, but I just can't seem to pick up more product. And here, especially in the dent where I put the highlighter on, I'm going to leave that because I just can't get a contour on that. It just won't budge. Yeah. My nose is an enigma. just gonna blend all of that in with my beauty blender and blend it up. I think I need to invest in a good cream contour. I do prefer it over a powder, but I have not found a very, like, this is the only cream contour I have, and it's just a bit difficult for me to use it with a brush. Yeah, I don't think my nose is gonna come out great, to be honest. Like, even just in my viewfinder, I can see that it's looking very, like, there's a little, it's the highlighter, I guess. I don't know. There's like a exaggerated dent there, I think. Oh well, we gotta work with what we have, I guess. Alright, and then I bought a new blush as well. Which is, did I only buy 3 new products? Yeah, I suppose I did. This is from Rimmel London. Again, this is one of those where the rack said you're allowed to test, and then none of the packaging had plastic on it. So I took like one from the back rather than the very first one, but it's so hard to tell whether people have used it or not. I really wanted to go for like a peachy blush. This has, I like that it also has like a darker, almost mauve-y kind of blush. I really wanted to buy one of the new Fenty Gloss Bomb creams. They have a mauve one, which I just adore. But Boots sold it on their website, and my local Boots, which is actually a pretty big store, did not have Fenty at all. Interestingly, so the Boots is located next to one of the grocery stores around here, so I was going grocery shopping and I thought I'm just gonna pop in and buy all the products I saw online that I was interested in. And one of them was the illuminating concealer from It Cosmetics. And again, the store didn't have the brand. They don't seem to have any luxury brands like Fenty, It Cosmetics, none of that. But I thought It Cosmetics was a drugstore brand. I don't really know it. I don't own anything from them. I don't think they've been in Ireland that long yet either. So I just know that a lot of people on YouTube seem to own a lot of their brushes, and for some reason that made me think it was a drugstore brand. And I saw their concealer on the website and thought it looked really good. It had a rave reviews. I always look up reviews on YouTube. It had rave reviews on YouTube. And they didn't have it. So I went back home and thought I'm just going to order everything online and have it shipped, only to fall off my couch realizing that the concealer is $29.99 when initially I thought it was $9.99. And I was like, hell no, I cannot justify spending 30 quid on a concealer. Like, that's more expensive than the Fenty concealer. And the only way I would consider spending that, and I have thought about getting the Fenty concealer to go with my foundation. The only way I would consider that is if I buy it in the US and I can return it if the shade doesn't suit me. But in Europe, you're not allowed to return products once you've opened them, regardless of what's wrong, like regardless of what your reason is. So I did not want to spend that on the concealer online, especially not knowing what it's going to look like. So I drove back to the store just bought the products that they did have. Now, I wasn't going to buy this one per se, but have our blushes out. Like barely any makeup brand that they had, and they have like 10 different ones in the store, sold blushes anymore. Nothing. This was the only peach blush I could find in the entire store. So yeah, I don't know what's wrong with blushes these days, but so I'm just going to put the top peach color on my cheeks because it's matte, or at least the most matte. Here. Oh wow. I don't know. That's very pigmented when you first pick it up, but it's kind of hard to blend out with your brush. Okay, I have to blend that better. Everything, literally every makeup product I apply is way more subtle on my left side. I don't know why that is, but everything is always less, including I feel my eyeshadow. I think it's always less on my left side than on my right side, even though that's the second pickup because I do my right side first, so it should be brighter, but it never is. Maybe it's just the lighting. I don't know. That's very bright. That's a lot. I do like it though. I think it's a very, very nice peach color. I have to look at that in a different lighting and see if I have to even that out, because it looks at the moment like this is a lot more than this, but I can't really tell that well. Really nice color though. My absolute favorite blush of all time is Spring Sheen by MAC. I owned it years ago, loved the color so much, and then I dropped it and broke it. Now I do know how to fix broken eyeshadows and blushes, but I just never got around to doing it, and I cannot find it. I still have the other one that I really liked as well, Peachy Keen. I still have that one. It's also broken. I could fix it. I think I still have the products to do it. But I don't know. I might just toss it. It's really old at this point, but I don't own Spring Sheen anymore. And I was thinking the other day how that's kind of like a peachy blush a little bit. It has it has like golden flecks in it, and it's just so pretty. And I wanted to repurchase it. And as every brand does with my favorite items, it's been discontinued. At least I believe it has. It was not on the MAC website itself. Peachy Keen still is. Spring Sheen was not there. I googled it and couldn't find it on any website that sells makeup. It just doesn't exist anymore, which makes me really sad because that was one really nice blush. So yeah, we have to find alternatives. And then lastly, I'm just gonna do my lips. I'm gonna use this orange lipstick that I showed in my, well, I didn't show it, I talked about it in my favorites of 2020 video. So someone asked me in January, I wore a red lipstick, and someone asked me which one it was, so I showed it in that video. I think it was that video, and it is a matte lipstick by Rimmel. I'm pretty sure it's Rimmel. Again, yeah, it is Rimmel, and it's from the Kate Moss collection. So she has like her name Kate written with a little heart on top. And the black ones, I believe they're black. They're all shiny ones, or frosty ones, and then the red ones are all matte. also had an orange one that I really liked, and I just wanted to wear it and show it to you guys because I'm doing like a peachy blush as well. Having said that, I haven't worn it in a long time. I feel like I might need a lip liner with it, but I don't have one that matches this, so I'm just gonna apply it. It is pretty bright, but I really like it. Yeah, that's kind of that. So it's very bright, but it's not nearly as bright as the orange one, as the orange liquid lipstick I bought from Too Faced. That one makes me look like a clown, and I really wanted to buy it because I loved this one so much. Thought I love bright orange lipsticks. I'm gonna buy that one because I love that formula so much, and it was way, way, way not even just brighter, but way more orange. This is more like an orange red. That one was just like orange, so I just don't think it suited me that well. I really like this one. I used to wear it all the time in spring and summer, but it does really show that you have makeup on. Like, you know, it is, even if you put barely anything else on, this lip will be like, check me out, I've got makeup on. It's very, very bright, but I love it. So this is the look. You're gonna see it in the true crime video. You might see it in another true crime video I'll see. But I had fun doing this. It's been a while since I've put full-on makeup on. I want to take better care of myself and just start doing this again more. I do enjoy putting makeup on. I just haven't really enjoyed doing much lately, to be honest. But our lockdown was officially extended to April 5th. It'll probably get extended to May, honestly, after that. So I need to find some things to occupy myself. The new Zelda isn't coming out until July. I'm still playing Animal Crossing, but not like all day, every day. So I need something to occupy myself and maybe putting makeup on every now and then and playing